the 10-game stretch that could make or break the Golden State Warriors' 2024-25 season. The Golden State Warriors' 2024-25 schedule has officially been released, unveiling a series of key matchups that will define the upcoming season. From Klay Thompson's much-anticipated return on November 12 to a Christmas Day showdown against the Los Angeles Lakers, the Warriors have plenty of marquee games on the horizon, with 24 nationally televised games and another 12 on NBA TV. But one critical 10-game stretch towards the end of the season could determine the Warriors' playoff fate in 2025. With the season featuring a mix of extended road trips and homestands, this particular run of games stands out as a potential turning point for Golden State's playoff aspirations. The start of the season will certainly set the tone for the Warriors, who are under significant pressure with 7 of their first 10 games on the road. However, with 3 mid-season homestands consisting of 6, 6, and 7 games, the Warriors have the opportunity to keep their playoff hopes alive as they approach the final stretch of the campaign. The most crucial 10-game sequence is likely to begin with a home clash against the 2023 champions, the Denver Nuggets, at the Chase Center on March 17. Following that, the Warriors should be favored at home against the Toronto Raptors, but they'll quickly face another tough test against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. A 6-game road trip looms, starting with winnable games in Atlanta and Miami, before heading back to the Western Conference for visits to New Orleans, San Antonio, Memphis, and finally, a showdown with the Lakers in Los Angeles. To wrap up this pivotal 10-game stretch, the Warriors return home to face the Nuggets once again, a team that has handed them 7 consecutive losses over the past 2 seasons. This 10-game period is fraught with challenges, reflecting the intense competitiveness of the league today. While a win against the Raptors at home might seem likely, last season's corresponding game saw Toronto topple Golden State with a 133-118 victory. Wins in Atlanta and San Antonio may also be expected, but the remaining 7 games are all 50-50 contests at best for the Warriors. This stretch could result in a dismal 2-8 or 3-7 record, but it could just as easily see Golden State claim 7 or 8 wins, significantly boosting their chances of returning to the postseason. With only 5 games remaining after this crucial 10-game run, the Warriors' fate may very well hinge on how they perform during this decisive stretch. Tough road start presents a golden opportunity for Warriors under pressure. The Golden State Warriors are entering the upcoming season under significant pressure, having missed the playoffs in 2024 for the 3rd time in the last 12 years. Compounding this, the Warriors lost franchise legend Klay Thompson in free agency, and their off-season efforts to trade for another All-Star to support Stephen Curry fell short. While a season opener filled with road games may seem daunting, it shouldn't overshadow the fact that the Golden State Warriors have a prime opportunity to start strong. Despite the challenges, being the most successful team of recent history and still boasting one of the greatest players ever means the Warriors are always expected to set the tone early. At first glance, the schedule seems tough. 7 of their first 10 games are on the road, which might lead some to pessimism about the Warriors' ability to start the season on the right foot. However, a closer look at their opponents reveals that Golden State is in a strong position to make an impact, calm any early season nerves, and build momentum. The Warriors should confidently expect to secure at least 2 wins in their games against Portland and Utah, both teams widely projected to finish at the bottom of the Western Conference. Following these road games, Golden State returns home for consecutive matchups against the New Orleans Pelicans and a renewed LA Clippers squad. These are winnable games, and the Warriors should aim for at least 2 more victories from these contests. The Houston Rockets might be an improved team, particularly at home, but Golden State will carry the confidence of having won 13 straight regular season games against their rivals. A road trip to face Jordan Poole and the Washington Wizards should also be seen as an opportunity for another win, potentially setting the Warriors up with 5 victories in their first 7 games. The remaining road games against Boston, Cleveland, and Oklahoma City will undoubtedly be more challenging, but they will serve as early litmus tests for where the Warriors stand among the league's elite. Showcasing competitiveness in these games, and possibly securing a win or 2, could keep Golden State above .500 and provide a solid foundation for the season ahead. This schedule is far more promising than it might initially appear, especially considering the Warriors' impressive 25-16 road record last season. However, with optimism comes expectation, and with expectation comes added pressure. If the Warriors fail to capitalize on this opportunity, the public scrutiny and tension could quickly escalate. Rising stars growth a promising sign for Warriors fans. Few players on the Golden State Warriors are under as much pressure this upcoming season as Brandon Podziemski. The franchise's decision to keep the young guard off the table in trade talks with the Utah Jazz for Lauri Markkanen speaks volumes about their belief in his potential. With whispers of his all-star ceiling circulating, the spotlight is not only on Podziemski's ability to reach that level but also on his timeline aligning with the Warriors' cornerstone, Stephen Curry, who turns 37 next season. Podziemski's realization of his scoring potential could be the key to the Warriors' success. Podziemski's versatility was a highlight during his rookie season, earning him a spot on the all-rookie first team and making him a leader in plus-minus among Warriors players. However, to elevate to an all-star level, fans and analysts agree that his scoring must see a significant boost. After averaging 9.2 points per game in his first season, the 21-year-old understands that his shooting, especially with Klay Thompson's departure to the Dallas Mavericks, needs to take a major leap forward. Podziemski is well aware of this challenge. In a recent interview with Willard and Dibbs on 95.7 The Game, the 19th overall pick from last year said, "I know I've improved. I can feel it, I can see it. I've cut out the floaters, the hook shots. I've added more mid-range shots, more threes off the dribble, more catch-and-shoot threes." This evolution in Podziemski's game was evident during his brief stint in the Summer League, where he averaged nearly 7 three-point attempts per game, up from his 3.2 attempts last season. The lefty converted 40% of those attempts, averaging 17.3 points per game, while also taking on a leadership role in playmaking, with an average of 5.7 assists. With no secondary offensive star added this offseason, there is optimism that significant improvements from Podziemski and fourth-year forward Jonathan Kuminga can help fill the scoring void alongside Curry. Podziemski also shared that being included in trade rumors last month was a good feeling, providing valuable experience as he prepares for a pivotal second season in the league. Warriors fans can take solace in Podziemski's growth and determination, as his development could be instrumental in the team's pursuit of another championship run. Warriors engage in shocking trade proposal for another all-star forward. The Golden State Warriors and LA Clippers already made headlines this offseason when talks to trade Paul George fell through, leading the 9-time All-Star to join the Philadelphia 76ers as a free agent. The Clippers' reasoning was clear: they didn't want to take on more bad contracts, and they certainly weren't keen on aiding their Pacific Division rivals' quest to return to the playoffs in 2025. Could the Warriors and Clippers reunite in another blockbuster trade for a different all-star forward? Given the outcome with George, it seems unlikely that the Warriors and Clippers would become trade partners again so soon. However, Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report recently floated a surprising proposal in his article, 5 NBA Offseason Trades That Can Still Happen. Hughes suggested a deal where Kawhi Leonard would head to the Bay Area in exchange for Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, Moses Moody, an unprotected 2028 first-round pick, a 2030 first-round pick, protected 1-3 and 21-30, and a 2029 first-round pick swap. The complications surrounding George's situation aren't the only hurdles here. The Clippers are unlikely to trade their franchise star just weeks or months before moving into a new arena. However, if both teams struggle out of the gate, this deal could become a real possibility mid-season. This trade package might seem slightly in favor of the Clippers, with the Warriors potentially overpaying. But if the need for a second star becomes urgent, especially to ease any growing concern Stephen Curry may have, it might be a price Golden State is willing to pay. There's no doubt that Leonard could be that second star. In theory, he'd fit seamlessly into the Warriors system, perhaps better than any other player currently on the market, not that Leonard officially is. A two-time Finals MVP, Leonard earned All-NBA second-team honors last season, averaging 23.7 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 3.6 assists while shooting an impressive 52.5% from the field and 41.7% from beyond the arc. Of course, there's always the health risk with Leonard, especially considering his new 3-year, $149.5 million contract. It's far from a slam dunk trade, with 3 draft picks, Moody, and a key starter in Wiggins, plus Looney and Payton, on the table. However, the Warriors would retain their 3 most valuable young assets in Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, and Tracy Jackson-Davis. This trade isn't likely to materialize in the immediate future, at least not without a significant shakeup, but it underscores the need for the Warriors to keep their options open. Should the opportunity arise mid-season, such a move could be the key to reigniting their championship aspirations.